This is definitely Out of Frame.
I loved it.
Thumbs up, great movie.
The movie was great. I liked the art, the way when he was killing the ladies, and I liked everything about it.
It was awesome. It was fabulous.
Who's your favorite person in the movie?
Well, that would have to be John. I liked the depth of his voice. I liked how scary he was, how it made my stomach turn, and I was very frightened.
My favorite actor, who was the guy with the knife with the suit on?
John, Robert Hatfield.
Robert Hatfield.
I liked Damien. He was crazy.
Yeah, Damien.
Yeah, he was crazy. I liked him.
like Damien.
We loved it. It was very unusual and unique. Great story.
Great movie.
Excellent. Very well done. Robert was awesome. I mean, some of the best acting I've seen out of Robert in a long time. Does a really good job. Not too far from real life, but very nicely done.
And I thought it was wonderful, and I liked all the actors.
You know, for an independent film, very, very entertaining. Something I would come, watch again.
Prepare yourselves.
I thought that everything looked really well. I thought Mary Beth did a fantastic job on the makeup. Oh my God, fantastic! And I thoroughly enjoyed the film.
Okay, I'm here with Joe State. Now he's the director of Out of Frame. So, what does it feel like to have this? You've had little pre-screenings prior. You've been able to tweak it a little bit, and then you get this. You get that feedback that you've so much wanted from the very beginning. So, what are your thoughts on tonight and the launch of the movie?
I think it's awesome. I think that the turnout we have is more than I expected. Yeah, it was more than we filled the theater. Most of what I'm hearing is really positive, which is always a good thing. Hopefully, they're not just being nice. But it's very fulfilling. It's a long journey. It's a long process, and I think that in the end, seeing people's reactions and seeing especially the crew and the cast who worked so hard, feeling fulfilled and happy with the finished product was great.
Okay, I've got John Reisner here. Now, you are the writer of the movie Out of Frame.
Correct.
So, what does it feel like to finally see this thing hit the big screen, have a great audience, and get the reaction that you're getting?
It's great. I mean, it's fantastic. I'm really surprised that so many enthusiastic people came out and to see it, and I'm glad they seem to enjoy it.
All right, so I'm with Herschel Zahn. You were the lead actor. You were Damien in the movie, and what does it feel like to finally see this on the big screen? I mean, you got to be excited.
I was very nervous about it because it's the first time I've been in front of the camera for a long time, and I had to sit back and finally realize that I've been waiting for it for 15 years to see myself in a theater in a setting like this on screen. So it was really exciting to see it all come together.
In the movie, you played the art critic.
Yes, Pete Lamar.
And so, what was it like working with this movie? Because this is an independent movie,
Right.
And you're based in Louisville.
Yeah.
And what do you think about seeing your head on that huge screen?
Well, it's nice. I mean, it's something I'd like to do. So it's nice being able to see that.
All right, well, I'm here with Mr. Tim Gooch. He's the director of photography for Out of Frame. So, what does it feel like to finally see your video?
I was moving out of the frame.
You were. Creatives, you know what I mean? So, okay, so what does it finally feel to see your movie that you, the camera guy, the director of photography, you see it on the big screen?
Well, it's interesting because I get to see it the first time when I'm
Virgin eyes.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't say the first time because the director gets to see it, the writer gets to see it in their head, the director starts to visualize the shot, but I'm the first one that gets to see the lights and the actors in the reality that we've created, and that was for me really fun.
So now we're talking to Amber. Now, of course, you were the woman who was in the barn freezing your tail end off a lot.
Yes, I was.
So what about it makes you go, wow, I'm proud to be a part of this movie? What about that movie made you go, yes?
Everything. I hadn't seen any of it. I didn't watch the playbacks when they played back the scenes. So this is the first time I'm really seeing any of it aside from the trailer. And I think the actors did a great job. The music was awesome. The editing was amazing. I mean, it looked very professional.
Okay, I'm here with Eric and Darren. Now, they are the producers for Out of Frame. Now, I must tell you, you got to be Two Happy Campers, you had a packed audience.
Oh yeah.
You had
Yes.
great feedback, and it's been a 2.5-year journey, and you're like going.
Breathe. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
So tell me about it. I mean, you finally, this is what you've been waiting for. So talk about that. How does this feel to finally show it on a big screen and get interaction?
One of the things that really I loved about it is that I got to hear the crowd participation.
Yeah.
And like, I know, and just like,
They got it.
they got it, and they understood, because we've seen it 1,000 times, right?
Right.
Going through the whole conceptual, process, and it was just great to actually be in the audience with people, It was awesome.
Sharing the experience with the audience and our friends and family and just the relationships that we developed doing this project, it's amazing.
Now, Bill Brown's involvement in the movie Out of Frame was what?
I was the creative photographer for the Death series and the Voyeur series for Out of Frame. Definitely watch the film. Make sure that you see every single bit of it. The visual element that I contributed to the film is only part of it. The acting is great. Everything else is pretty much amazing.
Now, Mary Beth Bowles did actually all the makeup for Out of Frame. To finally see this movie come to fruition, what do you think?
I was really surprised on how well everything kind of came together. I think that the difference was that the group of people that we had working on this project made the difference. 100%. Everybody sort of was at the top of their game, and we were faced with really cruel conditions. A lot of the shoot, but I think it worked out. I'm really happy with what we got from it.
Of course, I finally get around to talking to not only the killer of the movie, Robert Hatfield, one of my best friends for 25 years. I mean, he's been talking to everybody so much that the crowd's kind of cleared out. But dude, congratulations! Introducing Robert Hatfield in his first full-fledged movie. I mean, he's actually was preparing for a play that's going to Kentucky Center for the Arts, and he got here after the fact.
And I think what happened tonight, when I showed up here after play rehearsal, I was blown away by the number of people that were here. I really can't believe it.
Yeah.
And it's great, and I'm happy for Omni Screen Productions, and I think it's going to be good for them, and I hope it really works out well.